So good?
It's so good. Like the cream is amazing. We didn't really taste the caviar, but the pastry, it's warm and buttery, flaky, and the cream is amazing.
Heavy, delicate, light, tasty. Yeah, the chives coming at the very end too. It's like a nice palate cleanser. Yeah, super good.
The tuna is so fresh. I thought you weren't supposed to like falafel, but I love it. It's just super good. The texture's great. It's not super dry. The tomato gives it that brightness that it needs and brings everything together.
So, tuna's amazing. Falafel, very perfectly fresh and crispy. Great texture and crust. I'm not sure what the filling is. It's amazing. I've had a lot of falafels. Falafels are traditionally usually really dry, not a whole lot of flavor, but this was a spectacular falafel.
The tomatoes, especially the darker plum-looking tomato, that one was soaked in something, and it's marinated, and it is beautiful. It's bright, flavorful. The green and the red tomatoes are also very bright and vibrant. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about feta cheese. I love it. It's amazing. It's wonderful in here. The onions, the cucumbers, the pepperoncini, everything just goes so well together. Even the fig in combination with everything. It's a wonderful, well-balanced salad. Vinaigrette is amazing.
Mm-hmm. The macaroni and cheese bechamel was basically just macaroni and cheese stacked vertically and cooked under I assume it's like a salamander or something, really high heat. So it had a crispy exterior. The black truffle was a little rich and the cheese sauce was a little rich, but overall it wasn't too bad. My wife didn't like it quite as much as I did, but it was an enjoyable side. For the octopus, this was my first time having octopus, but I've had squid before, and actually, now that I'm saying that, I have had octopus in Japan, but this one was nice. It had a good char to it, a bit of chew, which is kind of why I tend to go away from octopus, but the flavor wasn't too bad. Unfortunately, the chickpeas were a little heavy on saffron or something of that nature. Maybe it was the turmeric, but the chickpeas were a little bit overpowering, but they were cooked very well. So for the massive feast that was the kebab platter, the filet mignon wasn't Wasn't really the star of the plate at all. The meat was rather forgettable and it wasn't seasoned very well, but it was at least cooked correctly. The kofta was pretty good. I've had something similar to that and I'm not really a big fan of it. The chicken dolmas, my wife and I both really loved. Initially I thought it was actually pork in there, but the chicken was very juicy and it was all very flavorful. One of my favorite features of the feast was the fried cheese. I'm not exactly sure which kind of cheese it was, but it was amazing. It tasted like cheese curds or mozzarella sticks that were slightly cold. So they had solidified, but they're still very, very tasty. And then for the branzino, I wasn't a big fan, but my wife liked it a lot. I just felt that it fell a little flat again on seasoning. The crispy skin was kind of necessary to carry through the flavor through the fish. But other than that, it was an absolute feast of meat, and this was our last course other than dessert, so the amount of food that you get for this is insane. How are you feeling about this dessert, love?
Well, considering you never feed me
And you're live.
Am I live? Okay. So, you'll see the beautiful thing where I kind of demolished it. I'm the only one who's eaten this so far. It's their lemon semolina cake with raspberries and strawberries and the cream and pistachios, and it's amazing. And I told my husband he wasn't going to like it, and I lied to him because the texture is like a pound cake, and I know he's going to love it. It reminds me of a mixture, and it's not going to sound good, but of like tapioca and cottage cheese. The texture is very similar to like a cottage cheese texture, but it does have the silky smoothness of tapioca. That being said, it is sweet. I really like the flavor of it and the
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
The Twizzler sticks or whatever they are, whatever you want to call them.
Churro sticks, what I call it, but
Okay.
yeah.
These things, they are, they work really well in it. They give it a nice added crunch and texture with each bite and nice, there's cinnamon flavor in there. So it's good. It's really good. I definitely like the cake the best, but this is good too.
So the total out the door was $364, and when you consider we added $78 in caviar, it actually wasn't too bad. For ambiance, we gave it a 7 out of 10. It was quite loud in there with the music and the crowd, and you're pretty close to the rest of the casino, so there's a lot of ambient noise. The appetizers, we gave it 9 out of 10. The caviar was spectacular, one of the best dishes we'd had in Vegas. The hummus was good, the pita was good, the salad was amazing, and the falafels were some of the best I've ever had too, so no complaints. The sides being the octopus and the bechamel, we didn't really enjoy this part of the course very much. The bechamel was okay, octopus wasn't very good, so other than that, the sides were okay. The mains being the kebab platter and the fish, overall, we gave it an 8 out of 10. There was just so much stuff to like, and even if you didn't enjoy a certain part of the dish, there was something for everybody, and the amount of food was just insane. So we gave it a pretty good score. And then for desserts, we give it an 8.5 out of 10. While I'm not a big fan of rice pudding, I do see what they're going for, and it wasn't too bad. And then the lemon semolina cake was just out of this world good. Overall, we gave it an 8 out of 10. The waitstaff was attentive, the food was pretty good, the prices weren't too bad, and all things considered, we had an enjoyable evening. We definitely would recommend it.